So, mm, yeah. So if you remember from what we shared yesterday, um, today I want to go into the exchange. I've transferred some amount just to give you an explanation of how you can go about, on the futures. Now, if you come here, if you open the futures account, right, on your exchange, let me just look for just a minute. Let me look for okay. See. So you remember what we looked at? You see, we are on the futures market, right? The USD futures market. And when you come to this part, this is where you get the trading pairs, okay?
Mm.
So, for example, if I tap on this arrow,
Mm.
you're going to have the list of coins, different coins. And these coins have been grouped in, has been categorized depending on what they're doing in the market, okay? Or what they address, or the project where it is, it lies in. We have here when it is on all, make sure you see the coin M and then the USD. Remember, we're using the US dollar trade, right? The US dollar token, the USDT. So always ensure that you are on the USD M market, not the coin market, okay?
Okay.
So make sure you're on the futures market and you're on the US dollar market. Now, under the US dollar market, you have this. If you put in all, you're going to have all the coins you want. And if you tap on new, you're going to only see new coins that has been, listed on the futures market. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
And yes. Okay. Oh, no. Well, I take class. They put I take class. So now, if you look at when you are on new and then you try to come here, you see,
Mm.
this is where you change this one. I believe you know how to change the percentages, how to arrange the coins based on their prices. Here, you can arrange it based on the percentage change from the most performing to the least performing. It's just a matter of tapping these arrows. There is this other arrow pointing downwards, and then there's another one pointing upward. So when you tap on them, you will see the coins being arranged based on, you see, if you tap like this, the coins are being arranged based on from the least performing. This is the least negative, most negative, downwards like that to the less negative. But when you tap on this part again, it's going to change to, it's going to change to from most performing, see, from the best performing in that order to the least. So it arranged for you the number, the coins based on how they are performing. Okay.
Mm.
So that is how you go about that. And here is just the name basically. If you want to arrange it in terms of trading volume, you can as well do that. But the most important one is when you're using it in terms, when you arrange them in terms of percentages, from the best to the least performing. This is what I always like doing as well. So when you tap on any coin, for example, if a coin is shared in Signal, or if a signal on a particular coin is shared, you simply come here and you search for the coin. Like in this case, this morning, I was dropping Jupiter, right? And this is the coin, right?
Yes.
Now, because then you tap on it, when you tap on it, you go right into the market now. Now, going to the market, you have the name, the trading pair. Then you will have these instructions, open and close, right? Now, it is in open because we are yet to open a trade. So we are opening a trade. Now, down, you're going to have the margin mode. This is the margin mode. At the moment, it is on cross. Okay? It is on
Okay.
cross. But if you want to change from cross to isolated, okay, you just tap on where there is cross like this, and then you'll see you'll be presented with the margin modes. This is cross, this is isolated. So if you want to choose isolated, you just tap on this. So, okay, you can tap on it and then it changes, right? But the most important thing here, you see this information? You are unable to adjust margin mode with open position of the symbol. So it means on this very coin, I am already trading it. It is already running. So I cannot change the mode. Okay? I cannot change the mode. But if I choose another coin, I will be able to change the mode. Like, for example, if I choose another coin, I can decide to come here and maybe choose another coin. So say, for example, BTC, right? BTC. So when I tap on BTC, I can, since it is a new coin, that means it's my wish to trade another coin. So I can tap here and change the mode. You see? Just change to isolated. But on the very once you start a trade on that coin, you cannot now change the mode. It has to remain in that mode. But if you're choosing another coin, you can change the mode if you want to, right? You can change, right? Yeah, so that is how you do that. Now, here is where you have the leverage. For Bitcoin, the leverage multiple is up to, when you tap on it, you see, it is up to, it has been adjusted to up to 150x. So you can decide to choose 100x like I've chosen, or you can bring it to 120, or you can even take it to 150, or you can reduce it to 60, 30, even 10. You just keep on dragging this pattern. When you just do this, you just can, you see, you can just adjust it like this. See that? You just keep on adjusting it like that. Okay? To the leverage you want, then you confirm. Now, that is the leverage. So, just a minute. All right. So, so when you know, when you've selected your leverage, okay. Now there is this one here. There's this S. When you tap on it, what it instructs you, see the instruction? Single asset mode. Then there's multi asset mode. Now, when you're trading here on the exchange, ensure that you have your asset mode is on the single asset mode. Okay. Choose single, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yes, so it must be in single, not multiple. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just make sure it is on single like that, and then that is all. Then when it comes to the market now here, you can decide to choose. Okay. Like for example, if you tap on market, you can decide to choose when you see it, when you see here written market, it means every trade that you want to start, if you just come and start it or you open, it will be opening at market price. Okay? Once you're done with the settings, once you just tap on open long or open short, the trade will start instantly at market price. But if you don't want to start at market price, maybe you want to start at a preset price. When you tap on this, and then you will be able to tap on limit. So when you tap on limit, it means here you want to enter a specific market what? Price. You understand? You will enter the market price at which you want the system to open up your trade. You are going to choose. So you can decide to add, because currently this coin is trading at 63,560. But if you want the system to start up your trade at a lower price, you can decide to say, okay, let me adjust this 60, let it come to 50. You see? So that means your trade will only start when the price drops from 63562 to 63550, which is a lower price. So when the price drops there, then there would be an execution. Okay, the trade will
Okay.
open. But if it is in market price, it just starts immediately. So let's take it back to market price. Okay. Now,
Sure.
when that is done, you see here the amount. Now, at this point, you can decide to, this is where you enter your, I would call it initial opening amount.
That is initial margin.
Yes, it's like the initial margin. That is the initial margin, in other words. So, how you enter it, you can decide to specify the amount you want. Or you can decide to use this icon, you drag it to the percentage you want. You understand? The
Yes.
percentage you want. So it means, in this case, if this is the available margin, this is the margin, right? The available. This is your available margin. From this available margin, what percentage do you want? Is it 10%? Is it 20%? Such that when you choose the percentage here, the amount of USDT equivalent to this percentage from your margin would be reflected here.
Mm.
Okay? Like for
Mm.
example, if I drag this I drag it to 10%. See 10%? You see that? So it means,
Yes.
it means I want to, where's my, just a minute. So it means I want 10% of my margin to be used as my initial margin, right?
Mm.
So 10% of this is equivalent to 7.5, right? The USDT,
Oh,
isn't it?
yes.
Right? Now, because I have selected a 100x leverage, it would be 7.5 times times 100, right? Which would be
Yes.
equivalent to 750 USDT. So this is the amount that is going to open up my trade. Okay?
Okay.
Out of this, it will be 750. You understand? It will be
Yes.
750.
Okay.
Okay? It will be
Okay. Okay.
750. Yes. So that is how you could go about that. And for example, if that is what I want to do, and my trade is on isolated, now with the isolated here, what you simply do is, let me change it to cross, for example, first, before we come to isolated. For isolated, I will demonstrate. If it is in cross, okay, so I want to use 10%, okay? So if that is
Okay.
the percentage I want to use for my initial margin, what I'm going to do is simple. I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here. I'm going to start a trade, okay?
Okay.
This is the percentage of my margin. So I'm going to open long, right? Now I'm just going to tap here. So I'm tapping at market price. So initial margin, my leverage, I'm on cross mode and I'm opening it at market price. So I'm just going to start open long. So tap there. So when I come down, you see this?
Yes.
So when I start this is what is going to happen. I am going to see, first of all, the size, which is my initial margin, right?
Yes, bro.
Then uh, this is what has been used, okay, in terms of real USDT, what has been deducted, okay, from my margin,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
That is what
Okay.
has been deducted. So if you multiply this amount times 100x, it will give you 635, which is somewhere here. So this is the actual USDT, the actual money that was used out of the 70 something there, which was there. Okay. Now it is 67 because I've opened 2 trades. Okay. Yeah. So
Even though it's a cross mode, it's a
it is,
100x.
yes, it is cross mode 100x on BTC. Okay. So I
Okay.
have the size, the leverage amount, the margin, the amount that was deducted from the margin. Okay. And
Okay.
now I have my entry price. This was the market price that I entered at, or that the position opened at. And then
Okay.
I have my mark price, right? The mark
Okay.
price is more of like the average price. All right? It's like the average price. I don't know whether you understand. The mark price is more of like an average price. So if the
The
market,
average price is automatic.
yes, it is automatic. So it means if the market price, if the market, actually what you do here is, if you come and check here, let's come and check here. Just give you this so that you understand. You see what is happening here? Right? It is a reflection of what is happening here, right?
Okay.
So this is the entry price. This is the entry price, and this is the mark price, the market price, in other words. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So it means, and then this is the margin ratio. The margin ratio refers to it's like how far you are from the liquidation price.
Okay.
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 The
Okay.
margin ratio. That's the simplest way of making you understand. Okay. How far you
Um,
are. Now, if the margin ratio is indicated at 50%, if it is at 50%, it means you are halfway. The market price will be halfway the liquidation price. All right. If you see yourself going to 80%, that means you only have 20% left for your price to get into the liquidation price. If you see it at 90%, right, when it is
okay.
really red, when it is red, because once it crosses 50%, it turns into red. It will no longer be green. It will be red, meaning you are entering the danger zone, right? You're getting into the danger zone. But
In
as
that
long as you,
in that point of time, we have to put some money for safer
yeah,
side.
yes. So if it is above, it will be green, above 50%. If it gets below 50%, it turns to be red. Okay. So if your
Okay.
margin ratio is green, that means you're still safe. You are still above 50. But when it turns to red, it means you're getting into where? The danger zone. So as it goes to 60, goes to 70, goes to 80, 90, 100, poof, that's when you get liquidated. You understand? But as long as you're green, 50, 49, 30 onwards, it will still remain green. It means that's the distance. So there will be like sort of, I would call it like an automated average price, which is going to help you know when you are safe or when you are getting to the danger zone. And that is what is going to be expressed here in the margin ratio. Okay? It will tell you,
Okay.
at least it will help in telling you or guiding you. You understand? So if you see it is
Okay.
red, try to add some fund. Okay?
So
But if it is green, it is okay.
your advice, whenever we see the margin ratio below 50%, I mean, in terms of
Uh,
color, if we
mm,
notice red color,
mm.
the safest way is we have to put some money.
Yes, just add some money. And when you add some money, you're going to see it changing from red to green. Okay, just see it changing from red to green. Okay, so that
And
is
add money, how much, bro? We decide.
it is you to decide. An amount would work. You can add like 50, 20, 30, 100, depending on what you have there. As long as depending on what you intend to, it's something sufficient that is going to ensure that the maintenance margin is okay, is enough. Okay.
In this
Yes. Something.
in this screen, we
Mm,
our margin is only $6.35.
yes.
If it is turned into red, in this situation, how much we have to top up?
Remember, 6.35 over the margin. I mean, maintenance margin is
Yes.
70.68. So that means you are very safe here. It means you have used very little, but you have enough maintenance margin. That's why we are seeing the margin ratio is very down. It's just, it's very okay.
Okay.
Understand? It's very, very safe because this is little money. If maybe it was like 35 over 70, that is almost a half, right? But this is very little money, very little exposed in the market, and you have enough, a lot of the fund remaining as your maintenance margin. So this is okay, very okay. So by the time you see this, or you see you getting to the negative here, or getting into the red, it means this amount has actually gone into this so much. Maybe you will see the maintenance margin remaining maybe like $20. Yeah, that
Okay.
means you can top up maybe another 20 to take it to 40, or top up $30 to take it to 50, or top 40 to take it to 60, or 100 to take it to what? To take it to something significant, right? Your interest is to only make sure that you have enough maintenance margin. That's all, right? Yeah, that is majorly all. That's what you're supposed to do. So that is how you open up this trade. Now, if you set this and you see yourself floating in profit, this is already profit, right? And you want to close, okay? When you see yourself in profit and you want to close, you can simply come down here. You see here? You see here?
Yeah, leverage is there, close is there.
Yeah. So what you're only going to do is you're going to tap on close. If you want to close at market price at this current profit, because it is going to show you, that is the estimated profit and loss. So you're in profit, right? You're in plus 0.07. That's the profit. This is the amount. So this profit here is a reflection of this amount, okay? Which is in the
Okay.
market. So it means if you want to close it at current price, you can just confirm because it is already in market price, okay?
Okay.
Right? And you're closing everything. If you want to close only a portion, just small amount of that, because you can have this amount and you just want to take maybe this profit, a half of this fund, you can come and adjust it here. From the 635.5, maybe you want to just cross a half. Since you're already in profit, you just want a half of this. You don't want to close everything. You can just come and adjust this to 50. See, 50%. See, it is 50%. So it means this is the amount which is going to get out, okay, of this. Sorry. This is the position amount. So out of the 635.5, you are only going to get out 317.7. That means you're going to have a balance of 317.7 in the market still. You wait when it is again in profit, then you close now. But if you see it is in profit and you just want to close everything, you make sure that you move this to 100, okay? by pushing this thing. You push this to the very end, and here you'll have 100%. So it means you're closing the entire position, okay? As long as you're in profit. So, but if you don't want to close at current price, maybe you want to close at a future price. For example, your entry, this is where you entered. Your entry price was 63,538. But maybe you want your trade to close at 64,000. You're going to come here, tap on market price, and then you choose limit order. Okay? So when you tap on limit, now you're going to enter the price which you want to exit from. So here I'll just change this to 64,000. So do you see? When the price gets to 64,000, that is when you are instructing the exchange to close your trade. And if you're selling 50% of this asset at that price, you'll get a profit of 2.3. But if you close everything entirely 100, that means when the price moves from 63,538 to 64,000, you will be making a profit of 4.6. Okay?
Okay.
Now, if you want to close at a higher price, maybe you want the system to only close maybe when the price gets to 70K, when the price of Bitcoin gets to 70K. It means this is the profit you're going to make. You understand? So when we're trading here, we trade based on the prices. We are not going to use percentages. But you can also decide to choose which percentage you want, and then you go and look at where the market price is, and then you come and set that specific market price here. Okay? You can decide you want to take 2%. Did that. You want to take 2%. 2%, you go and measure on your trading view from where you entered. What is your 2%? The price that will be shown there is what you're going to come and enter here. So it means when the market price gets to that price, it is going to close your system it's going to close your trade in profits, because that will be the 2%. Okay? But in the signal, I always show the exit price, okay? Right?
Okay. Okay,
yes.
fine.
So if you want to confirm, then you confirm. Then the trade will run until when it gets to that point, that's when it will close. You understand?
Yes.
Now, like for example, if I want Jupe, it was the price was the exit price was 0.202. So in the signal, this is what will always happen. Okay, you'll expect this. You will expect the instruction.
It's a long.
You're trading Jupe, stroke USDT. You're entering at market price. Okay. And your margin mode should be in cross. Your leverage multiple should be 40x. Your initial margin should be 10% of your margin. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So if you had $100 and you're going for 40x, what you're there implying is that you're going to choose a leverage multiple. You're only going to pick an initial margin of 10%. So 10% of your $100 would be equivalent to $10. That is what you're going to pick from your exchange. So when you have $10 multiplied by the 40x, you'll have a total of 400 as your position amount, and the margin would be $10, because it is the $10 which is 10% of your entire margin, right? So it is this one going to be picked and used for making entry into the market, which will be translated into 400 position amount because of the leverage. You understand? And then you have the exit price is 0.2028. So it means you come here and then you tap on close. You're tapping on close, right? You tap on close, and then you enter the exit price. So when you tap on close like this, you come and choose from market, tap here, choose limit, then you enter. It is 0.2028. So it means when the price gets to 0.208, this is the profit I'm going to realize, right?
With
Then
the
from
with
what
the
I'm going
10%, with the $10 of
yes, from the $10, I'm going to make $17. But remember the $10, which is my margin. You see it here, which is my margin. This is the margin, right? This is the margin. Actually, this is the 10%. The other one I gave an example if you're having like $100, but here I was having $79 on the exchange. I mean on the futures when I was opening this trade. It was 79. That's why 79, 10% of that was equivalent to 7.9 as the margin. So this was the
here
amount that was.
here mention cross 50x.
Yes.
In that signal you mentioned 40x.
Where?
While you gave the
Yes. In
signal.
my own, I set 50x. In the signal, I set 40x. There's no problem there. This is my own. But for you, you set what is there. You get that?
Follow the rules. Instruction.
Mine is 50x. Yours, you follow the instruction. Me, I can even go for 100x. But yours, I'm telling you, you trade like that. You
No, no, no,
get
no.
that?
There is no my will, only your will.
Yes. So what I set in the instruction is what you follow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is I was I went for 5x, 50x, and that was the percentage I picked. Like for example, let me close this trade first, like that. I close it at current price. Okay. Let me close this one as well, and then we have now in total we have 89, right? So let's assume we want to go for we're trading that very one, Jupe, right? Let's now choose Jupe. Okay, Jupe coin, Jupe, and it is a 40x. Let's adjust to 40x, right? And then we have our so that is that 40x. So it means we are going to be on cross. We're choosing a leverage of 40x. We are going to enter at market price. So we are supposed to determine how much percentage. So they're saying it should be 10. So it is only 10% going to be deducted from this available margin, right? Or the available fund. We're going to pick only 10%, which 10% is now going to be our margin, right? Then we are going to see what 10% is. So when you try to push this to 10, all right, do you see? So we have chosen 10%, okay? So 10% of this may be 8.9, I think, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Times 40, we are going to have a position amount of how much? Times 40. 8.9 times 40. What is the position amount we're going to have?
One moment, I will calculate. Please allow me. 8.9 times 40, 356.
356.
Yes.
USDT. So that is what is going to open the trade, right? So let me tap on OK. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to tap on long, and we're going to have our position here. So this is 10x, 10 plus this. So Where is our okay. Just a minute. Okay. So so we have this. This is the setup already. I don't need to know. This is our setup. Okay. This is the setup already. So we have currently our PNL 0.5. This is the position. This is the size. This is our margin. What was deducted. This is the market price. This is the entry price, and this is the liquidation price, and this is the margin ratio. Right. So it means 8.37 over 80. That means that's a very good. That's a very long. That's a very long distance to cover. You see. But what you must also know that this available fund keeps on also fluctuating based on the PNL. So when you see the PNL is at this, that means this fund here is going to be less by 0.68. If you see here 2, it means it is going to be less by $2. So it keeps on fluctuating. Okay, just keeps on fluctuating. That's why even when we are starting up a trade, you know, what we'll be seeing here also keeps on fluctuating. It may not actually reflect exactly how it was at the beginning, or how it should be because of the fluctuations. Okay, so that is how you go about this. That's how you set up your trade. So, any question on this?
And here we are not setting our close price.
The close price, I've not. Okay, the close price, let's based on what is on the signal. It's 0.208. So we're going to come, tap on close. Hope you know. You tap on close. Okay, once you start the trade, you tap on close here. So when you tap on close, you're going to come here, tap on market price, like that, and then you choose limit. Yeah, so you want the system to close at limit order. Then you're going to set the price here, 2028. Okay, 2028, and you want to close everything, right? You want it to close everything, and this is the profit that you realize when the price gets to this point and the system closes the trade. You're going to have $8.3. So you just confirm like that, and once you do that, you're going to have a pending order. You see, an open order. This is your position order, and this is your open order. What is waiting to be fulfilled? All right. So when you tap on it, when you tap on there, you see, this is the instruction you'll have. See that? So this is what is there. Nothing has yet been filled, so it is 00. So it is still waiting. And then this is the price at which you are going to exit. Now you can also adjust if you want to adjust the price. You can adjust by simply tapping where you tap on this pencil. You can adjust if you want to adjust the price. Just tap there and maybe increase it to 50. All right. And then you confirm. See that? You can keep on adjusting. If you want to adjust, that is it. So when you adjust, what happens here, you'll be seeing what you are going to be expecting in total. Okay? What you're going to expect after the close of the trade. If I change this, you see, it increases. It goes to. So it means if I close, if I confirm, if you come here, this is what I expect to be filled on this side. So it means this side should be equals to that side for the system to close the trade officially. Now, this amount is both the position amount plus the profit that will be realized when the price gets to 0.20500. I don't know whether they understand. Okay? This is the total. This is the total position we expect to be filled. This one, that's the total. So when this one here gets filled here, then we shall say the order has been filled. That means at that point, the price has already got to 0.2050, right? So that is basically that. But currently, this is what we have. So it means our profit will be 347. What is it? Let me see. I want to see what the position, it is 347.68. So when you come back, you're going to have 347.67 minus 334.28. What will be our profit? This is 0, this is 4.31. So we shall have a profit of $13. So that is what we expect. So we expect this one here. When you add to the profit 13.4, that is what you expect. And that is what is indicated in the order here. If you check that we shall get a total of 347.68 when the system finally closes the trade, right?
Okay.
So it's that simple. It's that as simple as that. So I hope it is clear now.
Yes. And how about one moment?
Mm.
How about the TP and stop loss?
No, we don't use TP and stop loss. We're not going to be using that. We're going to be using the price. We don't
Okay.
need to put a stop loss. The stop loss, you can lose a lot of money. You keep on losing, keep on losing. Yet, if you're patient, you can win. A stop loss is put for people who have a lot of fear. You don't have to. You don't even use that. You don't
Okay.
have to
Okay.
use that. Just let's use the exit price, and that's all. Though, if you want to use the stop loss, you can use if you want to.
No, 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 no. I don't
Mm.
want to learn that
Yeah,
because I follow you. I follow you.
yeah. It becomes more complicated on your side. The simplest way is just what I've told you. It's simple. Make entry, set your exit price. That's all. You don't go
Yeah.
through the stop loss or no. Because now stop loss sometimes, you understand the market now. Sometimes you see, if you make entry here, right? You think you wanted the price to go up, or your wish was the price to go to 5%, right? And then because of the volatility, the price is going to fluctuate a little. Now, if
Mm,
you set a stop loss at 1%,
mm,
right, the price will come. Once it
mm,
hits 1%, the system is going to close, right? But
mm,
imagine maybe you had like $500. 5% of 1% of $500 as your position amount is equivalent to $5, right?
mm.
Is it $5? How much is that? $0.5? What
Yeah.
is 1% times
Ah,
five? It is
five.
$5. It is $5.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
That means you would have lost $5. Yet, when the price drops to this, it may even drop to 2%, but then it finally rises up. So, because of your impatience, you lost $5 just like that. You understand? So, there's no need
Yes.
for you to stop loss. Hmm? It, it,
Okay.
it makes you keep on losing money just like that, because of fear. But if it is open, all you need to do is be patient. As the price is going against you, just be patient. As long as you have enough maintenance margin, relax. If you see the
Okay.
maintenance margin is going low, just top it up because whatever goes down comes up. You get that? So you just have to be patient with it. Yeah. So that is briefly on that. So I
Okay.
think we are good. We're good. And
Yes. Yes, bro.
so uh, I'm gonna.
So your signal will be like this. Like this.